What's up? Welcome back to episode 44. Should I just talk in that accent? Oh, okay. Anyway, we're trying to figure out what to do because it's honestly going to be a slow episode because not much has happened in Vanguard.
Like, there's a big leaks from the stream, of course, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if we remember anything as we go. But, episode 44, let's start it off with week's leaks. Oh, yeah, there's something.
What?
Whoops. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Anyway, we got some more gear leaks. Another grade 4. Not what everybody was expecting when we knew we were going to probably get another grade 4 as a support, like last time we did. Not what everybody was expecting. Noville around Dragon. Auto Vanguard, when placed, +1, discard 2 cards from your hand, look at 3 cards from the top of your deck, and call it in the rear guard. Yeah, that's it. It's basically a gold pile in the Gear Chronicle deck.
E minus the plus.
I mean, in my opinion, playing both golds and playing spikes, it's not worth it. It really isn't, because you can get really boned on what you call.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, look at top 3. You see 3 triggers. Well,
you're better off just going and say, hey, here, just play for Chrono Tiger Rebellion. That's it.
Yep. Or Mystery Flare. Or the other one. Whatever your preferences.
Or next stage.
We'll get to that when it gets here. Anyway, the card they got with it is an interesting one. It's a grade 3 without a force marker. Common. Singing Dance Grace Colossus.
Ooh. This is an interesting card.
I forget what all the people meme the shit out of this. I can't remember what the memes were about. I think it was a JoJo thing.
It is a JoJo reference.
It was a JoJo reference. I don't know what they were thinking with this card, not only art-wise but also effect-wise. Auto rear guard, when placed, bind the card from your hand until the end of turn when your opponent will call cards from your hand to guardian circle. He or she must call 2 or more at the same time.
For all your attacks, not just that.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's not too shabby now that I look at it from a different perspective.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No!
Yeah.
And it's when placed bind the card from a hand so you can get to your Mystery Flare faster. Okay, now I got a second.
And it takes away a card from your hand, so it helps you get to the counts for
Oh, you're not going to use this for Chrono Fan, probably. I'll be completely honest. You're probably not going to use this for Chrono Fan.
I mean,
they already got to use multiple cards if you go all the way.
True.
And now that I think about it, as fun as the effect is, in a Mystery Flare deck, if you really get to 13 cards in bind, or the sum to 13, you're probably not going to use this or don't want to use this, or its effect is going to be pointless because you're getting 10k power to all units. So unless they use a PG and then because of this they minus yes, most of the time people are going to use 2 cards to guard anyway.
Yeah.
Or take it. So it's kind of defeating the purpose. Like, I have an issue with cards like this.
I mean, it is a common.
Yeah. I got an issue with cards like this. Like the whole 2 or more. It's an amazing effect, don't get me wrong. But it's only good when you're poking. If you already have beat stick numbers, that's not that good.
Hey, you're not wrong. I mean, you pretty much should be, your opponent's already having to guard 2 or more.
What?
Continuing on, we're going to talk about some more Genesis leaks.
I feel like this whole week was, for lack of a better word, shit.
Yeah, they try to like force feed us a bunch of commons. So, of course, we have nothing else to talk about with these commons, so we're going to cover them. Grade 2 board. 10k, 5k shield, has 2 effects.
What's his name?
Consent War.
Thank you.
Continuous rear guard. It cannot be attacked. Continuous rear guard. This unit cannot be boosted.
What's the point? I really don't see the point of this card.
I mean, if you throw it on a bunch of force markers, it's a big boy that can't be attacked.
And can't be boosted.
That's it.
I really don't see. It's 2k. Does it have double critical? No.
It just says vanilla 10k.
I really don't see the point. If anybody sees the point of this card, please tell me in the comments. Moving on.
Art's look cool though. Look at that.
I'll give it that. The stream happened. Okay, this is probably the best of this week.
So, of course, we get to see the new Uranus and new grade 2, and then they also gave us the grade 1 we already know about.
Yeah, Bushy finally decided to pull it out of their asses.
So, do we want to talk about the grade 1?
Yeah, just cover it real fast.
Alright, so, of course, we talked about it before, but we'll cover it again. Decay of the Just Path.
He's a triple worker, we didn't know that.
Yes. Auto Vanguard Rearguard when placed. Cost, put a card from your hand into your soul. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Reveal up to 2 Astral Poets from among them. Put it into your hand. If you put 2 or more, or if you reveal 2 cards, 2 of them, you get a force marker on your Vanguard.
I just realized this. It probably was staring me in the face, but when we get to the new Uranus, this card just fills all the necessary needs for the grade 3.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like it was.
I mean, we didn't know that when it first came out. When it first we saw, it was like, oh, you can make a force marker while you're still grade 1.
Yeah.
Jeez, why are they breaking it so much?
Yeah. So on to the grade 2, which is in my opinion the best card of these leaks.
Oh yeah.
Venomous.
Yep.
Venomous of the constellations. Grade 2, Auto Vanguard Rearguard.
Siri decided to say hi.
Auto Vanguard Rearguard. When it attacks, this unit gets power plus 5,000 until the end of turn for each force marker on your circles.
Not too shabby. Not too shabby.
Gets power. Gets a big boy. And then acts Rearguard once per turn. If you have 3 or more force markers, costs counterblast 1, draw a card. So it's drawing your card, which is good, and it solves a problem that we've had before, which is the Rearguards having power.
That's not that bad.
It's really good.
If you just put it in the current build, like when you get to 5, this is already a 25 plus to itself. So it's a 35k attacker on its own.
Or if you're like going in the early game and you somehow get 2 markers, it's already 10k on it. So I mean, it's not.
And it's an act draw a card. Hey, I need a piece.
And the best part about this is it's not restricted to anything. So you can splash this in other builds if you want to.
Miko.
Or if you know, like I said, if you get on grade 2 and you somehow get 3 markers at grade 2, I mean it's not hard. It is hard, but it can happen. You can counterblast while you're grade 2 and draw cards.
Anyway, time for the big 5 boy himself.
Yes. Origin deity of heavenly light, Uranus.
I'm sorry. I thought you were gonna say Uranus. You went straight for the one. I was like,
I will end you.
sorry. What's his name again?
Act Vanguard. If your Vanguard has 3 or more force markers, cost Soul Blast 1 or more cards with the sum of their grades being 5 or greater, and your back row circle becomes an astral plane until the end of turn. So you get to cheat in an astral plane for 3 markers instead of 5.
But it goes away in the end of the turn.
Yep. Then its other skill is Auto Vanguard once per turn. At the end of the battle that your astral deity attacked, cost rest 2 of your astral poets. They can rest your Vanguard, by the way. Stand 1 of your astral deity, and it gets drive -5 until the end of the turn.
Well, yeah, you could rest your Vanguard, couldn't you?
Yes, but you'd also be losing drive checks though.
I mean, you're getting drive checks off of Valkyrion if he's there.
Yeah, but you lose the drive checks when you restand, so. Basically.
Okay, now I can see people's comments about Force 2.
Yeah.
Because Okay. We've played this card.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
If it goes off, you're seeing about 50k plus, 3 50k plus swingers, shut up, coming at you that turn.
Yes.
There was debates about Force 2. I still think Force 2 is not a good option. Because you're sacrificing a 70k double critical twice swinger for 3 swingers that are 70k, and you're already getting maximum 7 drive checks, which means the critical is probably going to be there anyway.
True. But
I can kind of see it now. Because if I'm really in a pinch, and I went for Force 2, and I have my Vanguard and another grade 3, I'd rather have a double swinging 70k double critical with whatever extra power or drive checks he gets than a 13k Vanguard that's swinging to the double critical.
yeah.
At that point, I'm desperate.
Yeah. But I mean, you're playing the Force 2 early game, which is giving you, if anything connected, you did get something.
But again, if you go for Force 2, it's like, okay, I'm a 13k Vanguard now.
Well, yeah, but you're forcing out your opponent's hand. So they're wasting resources where they could be using it
Wow,
like this.
15k shield is a lot of wasting out of my hand.
Yeah, that's up over time.
I see more threat in Force 2 in the sense of Valkyrion and then the Grade 2s.
Mm-hmm. So this Grade 2s.
Exactly, but the problem, the another problem I have with Force 2 then is, let's say you opt for Force 2, and you can't get a Valkyrian off.
Yeah.
Now you're just wasting a big ass turn doing nothing.
Oh yeah. Like, you're not doing this unless you're committed. You already have the Valkyrie
Right.
in hand and everything going off right.
Exactly. At which point, Force 1, if you already don't have a Valkyrian, Force 1's at least your Vanguard's going, hey, 50.
Yeah. And basically this is saying, hey, do you have 3 PGs? No, take 3 damage. At least.
Not wrong. Moving on.
Angel Leaks.
I want to see this big stuff. I've actually seen so many Angel Leaks.
There's so many.
There's no connecting thread.
Yeah, like, every effect is doing something different out of all these leaks. And either the VR is going to do something where all of these synchronize together, or some of these cards are just kind of pointless and go into a random build.
Like,
We don't know yet because everything.
we saw the double rare pairs with the 3 sisters. I call them sisters. That go off of Protect 2 markers, gaining power, making more Protect 2, finding cards out of deck.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of angels that go for some reason ditch and draw, and then damage. Look at damage. There's been. I think we're gonna cover the commons. They literally just gain power if you have 5 damage.
Yeah.
Like, it's so weird. And then you got this angel feather. It's a
Grade
rare, grade 1, 8k, wet pack dealer. I never read that name. I'm gonna skip over it. We're continuing. Its effect is auto rearguard guardian circle. When placed from hand, if a new card was placed into your damage zone this turn, Soul Blast 1, draw a card, discard. It's an interesting effect. It does what Angel does in the sense of, hey, I took a damage, I start doing effects.
Yeah.
And the fun part about this one is, hey, I'm gonna place it Soul Blast 1, draw and ditch, to kind of filter, I guess. Or I'm gonna guard with it, draw and ditch, hope to get a better guard out of the draw. Because I'm seeing a lot of ditch effects. So either Angels are gonna start recycling it back into the deck, because they're gonna deck out faster than Gramble at this point.
We'll see. But finishing up with Nurse Joy, we're going on to more Gear Chronicle leaks.
They're not shit. At least
They're decent cards.
it's weird. We're in a weird spot, man.
Thing is though, is like the way these cards interact. Like the cards' effects are decent. Give me right. They're not bad. They're not good. They're decent.
Right.
They're but they don't meld well with what they're probably supposed to go into. I'd say.
Okay, I'm gonna make my whole spiel around one of these cards, so bear with me. That's why I'm gonna cover the other card first. We're gonna have both of them grade 2s. We got Steam Reporter Aboom. Auto, when it intercepts, costs bind a card from your hand and one of your units cannot be hit until the end of the battle. So it's basically like that Shadow Paladin burn.
It's a perfect guard grade 2 when it intercepts.
Right. Not too shabby. A couple of problems with it. Space. Having it instead of anything else that can probably help you better.
And it being on the board.
And you have to bind. Like, for Mystic Flare, that's not too shabby. Like, you're getting a perfect guard on the field. They can bind your cards in hand. That for next turn, you can do your Mystery Flare a little bit better and easier. And then opponents are going to look at that, and if they know what it does, it's either going to be, okay, let me use an effect to pop it, or let me use a small poke rear guard to get rid of it, so that now anything else can, do something. But if they don't, hey, free PG. So it's a good, it's a bad, depending on how you want to use it. My people used the grade 2 Bird and Shadows because they can use it from the back row.
It is a common though.
Exactly. So I can see people play it.
Yeah.
But that's about it. Okay, brand time. Steam Maiden Ishvri. Ishvi. Ishvi? Ishvi. 3rd time's the charm. Auto rear guard at the end of the battle that it attacked. If you have 3 or less cards in your hand, cost Counterblast 1 and retire this unit and draw 2 cards. I don't know what about this.
I mean, like we were saying earlier, if you're going for the opt of, giving power to the front row and not trying to go for the kill turn with it.
Okay. So, give context to what you say.
Okay, so...
Let's go for... Let me run. This is my run.
Fine, go ahead.
Yeah. Stay in your lane. Okay, so... Let's start off with Mystery Flare, like the unobvious choice. If you're running this in Mystery Flare, more likely than not, you're not going to have 3 cards or less in hand. And if you, for some reason, do, it can be a good card because you can then go to 5 cards. If you basically fill up your hand and then you swing with Mystery Flare and fill up your hand even more. Not too shabby there. Doesn't bind, retires itself and costs a Counterblast, so it has a weird spot in Mystery Flare, so probably not. Okay, so if it doesn't go into Mystery Flare, Chronicle, right? Right? It's worse off a card hand size. Chronicle has 5, 3, and 1 in the sense of your hand size. 5 or less, 3 or less, 1 or less. The 3 or less gives power to the front row. This draws you cards. So if you attack with this first and you have 3 or less, you're not going to have 3 or less. Unless you have 0. At which point, ouch.
Yep.
And you're losing on the power that Fang would get. And you're losing in a lot of things. Now, if you do opt for attacking this second, that would mean that Fang, if fully affected, so triple drive, you had 0 cards in hand when attacking with Fang. And you didn't flip all your damage face down because you wanted to do this skill. What's the point of that? If you already have 0 cards in hand, why not make -5 shields? If you really want to draw, sure, but it just has a weird place. Like, it doesn't even work early game because 3 or less cards. If you have 3 or less cards in hand early game, what are you doing?
You're trying to rush, but you're probably doing it badly.
I mean, both your Tigers draw you cards. Even if you try to rush, you're still not going to have 3 or less cards.
Could be a rush version for the...
Mystery Flare?
Mystery Flare.
I guess.
Maybe. But
if anybody sees something with this card that I'm missing, please let me know. Like Vanguard Insider, he's a gear fanatic and he probably is one of the best experts. If you see anything useful regarding this card that I'm missing, please let me know. But moving on.
More Genesis.
Give me Shadow Paladin.
Genesis.
Give me Shadow Paladin.
It's Shadow Paladin apparently moved to Genesis. I mean, dear God, this screams Shadow Paladin.
It honestly screams Shadow Paladin witches.
You could have said it was just Shadow Paladin and I would have believed it. It has skulls floating around it and a bunch of blues and purples and black dress. It's so Shadow Paladin that it's not even funny.
It's Namane's cousin.
You're not wrong. Anyways, Labinta of females?
What's Hector when you need it?
Labinta? I don't know. Anyways, I probably butchered that. We're on to the effect. Grade 2, 10k, right?
Should be. If it's not, we got a problem.
Yes.
Yeah, double rare 10k is that.
Double rare 10k. Auto when it intercepts or when placed on guard circle. Cost Counterblast 1. Reveal a card from your hand. And for each grade of that card revealed from the cost, this unit gets power plus 5 shield. So you reveal a grade 5, like say Valkyria, it gets plus 25k shield.
Being a 30k interceptor / block.
Yep.
I mean, as a shield card goes, it's not bad.
It's great.
30k shield from one card.
Yeah, no, you can just use it from hand too. It doesn't have to be from intercepting.
Yeah, exactly.
Space? That's the problem.
Counterblast?
That's also no problem.
Having a high grade in hand?
That's another problem. Most of the time, you're probably going to have a grade 3, which means it's a 20k shield. At that point, you're better off playing the grade 1 from the last set, which is Counterblast 1, gets the extra 10k shield, comes a 20k shield on its own, which is basically the same as the grade 3 in your hand.
Pretty much.
And,
Plus,
it gives you a force marker.
Plus the grade 1 space is a little bit easier to manage than grade 2 space.
Exactly. So, it's a cool design card, but it's probably never going to be ran. There's probably some budget decks that might run it, but...
Maybe a Shadow Paladin.
Maybe a Shadow Paladin. You're not wrong.
I think that was it.
One last thing.
One last thing?
One last thing.
You go for it. I don't know what this one last thing is.
For you Genesis players, apparently Bushy Road's looking out for you guys. If I can find the one that's looking out for it.
What the hell? I'm completely lost.
They decided to do an Asuka pack.
Oh, now I'm caught up.
For Genesis, and we have our own SSRs with full art. So
I'll put the time in editing.
So for all of you guys who decided to invest in all this full art Valkyrions, you're probably upset now, I know.
Bye. Okay.
But yeah, they look pretty nice. They have that nice black border thing around them in full art with the cool, weird, looking design on the side.
I mean, they're not too shabby.
Yeah.
I like the new black border thing they're going with ever since Asuka.
And it really accentuates, like, they zoom in a lot on the art.
I love how it also says Genesis in big words.
Yeah, I know. It's like, you know what I'm playing today.
Oh, wait. This guy doesn't say... No, even Valkyrie... No, wait. No, he says...
Oh, he shouldn't.
No, he says Elemental, yeah.
Yeah, he's about to say, you should be Elemental. Oh.
What?
I was reading the text. It's the first time I've actually seen that text.
Yeah, something... Probably... Oh, it's full... Oh, it's full name in gold text.
Oh, nice.
It's for all of them. See? Uranus.
Oh, nice. But yeah, these are going to be apparently a special pack, kind of like the Asuka pack. So yeah.
You want to get a kiss?
I mean, I can cross my fingers, and if this set, this packs are like the Asuka packs, so it'll be like everything in there will be like $20 each. So we'll see.
I think that's it.
That's it.
I mean, we got some English date releases, like Gear Next stuff is coming out June 5th. It's going to be very, very late.
You're probably going to be overseas. You're kind of state.
We'll see what happens. And then the trial decks are coming in May. I believe it's, May 20-something? No, that's March. Japanese is March 27. Wow, why did I say it like that? Japan is March 27. Sometime in May, the trial decks are going to come. And then next stage is coming June 5th.
Yep.
And then we got everything else just following that. We are catching up to Bushy again. Because they're going to apparently do the Premium Collection, the Royal Paladin, Majesty Lore Blaster, and the OTT Kagero, the Bench Police, and Link Joker set all in July. And then by the time we hit August with Murakumo, Pale Moon, Dark Dragon, and Grand Blue, we'll be only a month away from their releases.
Yep. Until
they decide to mess up again.
It's probably going to be another holiday revival collection.
I want to start seeing Premium Collection because I want to see what they're going to introduce in that.
Yeah, we don't play Premium much.
Oh my god, Proxy plays during Premium Collection.
Well, I guess you guys will be seeing Premium soon.
Anyway, we're going to wrap it up early. We're actually waiting almost at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yep. We'll see you next week with Angel Feather.
Yeah, Angel Feather should be on the stream. We say should. They've been kind of avoiding Angel Feathers completely. Like other than the 3 double rares we saw.
But even in the episode, if you ever watch the anime, dude, the guy literally says, I don't play anymore. And it literally just shows him completely without cards.
Angel Feather just said, hey, we are kind of a thing, I guess. We got this big mecha unit, I guess. Here. Like other than the double rare showing that they work around Protect 2 markers, everything else has been going durdle.
Yep.
Like we don't even have any triple rares leaked for Angel Feather, do we?
Nope. All the triple rares in the VR are going to be in the stream.
And then all the Angel Feather for some reason got 4 double rares. I mean, Gear Chronicle only got 2 double. Gear Chronicle only got 2 double rares.
Everybody's getting 2 double rares.
No, wait. Angel Feather are getting 4 double rares.
Oh yeah, for triple rares they got 2.
Yeah, and then there's only 5 double rares left, which means either Genesis or Gears are getting 2.
Yep.
Which most likely Gears is going to get 2.
Yeah, because you're getting a next set and a trial deck after this.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
So, they've been giving Angel Feather all this common, double rare, all this. What is it going to do? How is it going to connect? Is it gonna be broken or is it gonna be another? I even forgot her name. The last VR we got for Angels.
Oh,
exactly. It was that bad.
Egreal?
Yeah. Is it gonna be another one of those?
Yeah.
We'll see. That's next week, next episode 45. All that shit.
Yep.
You got anything else?
Nope.
We're gonna go play Destiny?
Sure.
There we go. Anyway, like always, leave a comment down below what you think we're gonna see regarding Angels and what they're gonna do with the new Mecha Angels. Like the video, share it, subscribe to us, and hey, ring that bell for notifications. Maybe even follow us on Facebook.
Yep.
Other than that, like always, I've been Philip.
This is Alex.
And we'll see you in the next one.
So enthusiastic.
It's been a slow week. Motherfucker!
No shit.